Hey, welcome. This is Angela McClellan, and you are listening to Divinely Connected. I am here with your weekly guidance from February 25th through to March 2nd. We are inching our way closer to spring, and I couldn't be happier about that. And before we get into this weekly guidance, I want you to remind you, if you head over to my website, angelamcclellan.com, you will see our upcoming events. Halifax, Nova Scotia, I'm coming to you in April. There is 1 week left for the early bird pricing. So if you want to get that 20% discount, head over to angelamcclellan.com under the event tabs. May, we are going to Moncton, New Brunswick, to Truro, Nova Scotia. Really excited. June, back in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Everything that you need to know is there on angelamcclellan.com. We're also expanding here on the Divinely Connected podcast, where we are going to feature mediumship readings. And if you want to partake and you want your reading to be featured here on the Divinely Connected podcast, you can apply over at angelamcclellan.com. We're also welcoming in the near future Storytime Sunday, where we're going to extend and share messages and synchronicities and that goosebump tingling tales that has changed your life, wanting to share them for others to hear, to be able to validate and recognize their own intuition through your stories. So if you have an absolutely amazing, life-changing, altering visitation, synchronicity, intuitive experience that you want to share, you can head over to angelamcclellan.com and share your story there. All right, let's see what we have in store this week for, like I said, February 25th through to March 2nd, to see what we can. We're into 7 cards. I know the last couple of weeks we've been having a lot of cards coming out for these weekly guidances, and you know what? I couldn't be happier about that. Last week's reading was beautiful. So much validations. I had everybody messaging me, being like, oh my God, right? So a lot of people resonating with it, a lot of this coming into your life in real time. So I'm really excited. I absolutely love when people message me. Don't ever feel as though you shouldn't reach out. There's nothing that I love more is when you guys connect to the messages and that you see it in your daily life. That's why I show up every Sunday for you. That's why I am here to help bring in guidance so that you feel safe and secure and validated as you go through this life experience. All right. Starting out, we do have a little bit of it almost feels like an inconvenience. It almost feels like a little bit of a letdown, but it may be something a little bit more superficial in the sense that it may be canceled plans. It may be an unexpected bill came up, or a little bit of our fun money has now been occupied. So there's a bit of this loss of peace that's coming in, but it also is this feeling of an opportunity for you to go within. Okay, so it does feel as though this is an opportunity for you to utilize this as a excuse, quote unquote, to be still. Okay, and so even though at first glance I feel disappointed, I feel hurt, there really is this feeling of, but if you go within, if you sit quietly, if you use this as an opportunity to kind of sit with yourself, you're going to see how this is clearly for you. Okay. And it says here, shine your light as an example to others. And so by being able to take that type of disappointment, inconvenience, letdown, sit with it and see how it is actually working for you. Because listen, everything in our life is working for us, whether we want to admit it or not, right? We don't always see that until hindsight. But this is exactly what that feeling, that message is exactly what that's coming in. Yes, we may be disappointed, we may be inconvenienced, we may be let down, but they validate it with utilize this energy and you'll be happy at what you discover. Okay, so really happy to see this coming in. There's endings coming in with the release card. Okay, it says endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situation or people that hold you back. This is something they're like, oh, they already know what you're talking about, Ange. This is something that has been crossing their mind, right? In a sense of, we know this relationship is no longer serving us. We know we have to quit smoking. We know we have to quit drinking. We know I have to put a boundary in here, or this working space isn't working for me, or however you connect to that. there is intention around something that you already know that maybe you have been slow rolling or procrastinating, and that they're bringing it forward as it is now time. Divine timing is supporting you as you do that. There's the Sun card, validating that even if we're nervous, even if we're a little bit unsure, even because this does feel like a big gulp, right? A big gulp where we're like, oh, okay, am I really going to do that? Whether we're fearful that it's going to hurt somebody else's feelings or we're fearful that we're making a mistake, it is validated with the Sun card. Okay, the Sun card says it's a great time of joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. And what this is saying is when you take that risk, when you I see this time and time again, guys, time and time again. I absolutely understand how it can be so um scared. We could be so scared. We could be so, I'm just trying to block these people. We could be so unsure moving forward, right? When we have to choose something where we are clearly putting ourselves first, setting the boundaries, walking away, doing what is best for us. That is what we struggle with most, right? I think everybody can agree, or everybody can take a moment right now and reflect on an experience that they have went through personally, where when we had to go, this may inconvenience you, this may hurt you, but this is what's best for me. It's very difficult, right? And so this is showing that when we do that, the universe shows up for us. The universe rewards us. Loving ourselves unconditionally is, in my opinion, one of the life lessons we came here to learn. Okay? When we love ourselves unconditionally, accept ourselves unconditionally, it doesn't make us conceited, it doesn't make us self-centered, it doesn't take away from others by loving ourselves first. It actually makes us better. Those who love each other and are safe and content with themselves are overly generous to others, right? And so we have been told, or we have been conditioned, that we have to give others and bleed ourselves dry, right, to be of service to others. But if we service ourselves, loves ourselves, and accept ourselves unconditionally, and if everybody could love themselves unconditionally, what a wonderful world we would live in. What a wonderful world we would live in, right? And so wanting to make sure that you do serve yourself first, because everyone benefits you being your best self, you being loved and appreciated in an environment that loves you and appreciates you, and taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically the way that you deserve. Everyone benefits from that. So don't ever listen to that ego or that conditioning that says otherwise, okay? There does what is this? Okay. There does seem to be an opportunity. It feels like more of an opportunity for an experience. So whether this is a social invite out, whether this is getting asked out on a date, whether this is a work function or an opportunity that's coming your way, it is predict it, meaning like we don't know that it's coming in, and it also feels like it's a little bit challenging to you, because I almost wanted to automatically go, no, I can't, because I felt scared, right? They're like, no, 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 we want to say yes to this, we want to say yes to this, okay? And so keep that in mind. If your first response is like, oh, ask why, because if you just feel scared or you feel less than, you don't want to rob yourself from these amazing experiences, because they make me feel like this experience is a little bit of a stepping stone. It's opening a door. And so this could be opening a door career-wise. This could be opening a door financially, socially, romantically, however this comes in. All right. And so it does feel like it is going to be worthwhile for you to take this opportunity and to welcome it in. Okay. There's the Chariot card, which is showing that you are receiving rewards from your hard work, something that you have already been working on. They're saying, like, listen, this is not only encouragement, but it also feels as though it's something that you're waiting on. If you're waiting on test scores to come back, if you're waiting on manifestations coming in, if you're waiting on tasks to be completed, the Chariot card is coming in the ways, as a result, in a rewarding way, as a result of the efforts that you put in, right? So that's very exciting. I also feel like not only Is it exciting? It comes with some recognition, so like a pat on the back. There's also the feelings of it gives you energy to keep going, right? And so it is motivating, it is inspiring, and it is bringing in that little bit of that pep in your step that keeps you motivated and keeps you excited to move forward. Okay. Don't forget this week to take some time for yourself. Okay. I'm like, I need to listen to this. And so there is this time that we need to kind of slow down. There is this feeling as well that if you need to clear your schedule, clear your schedule. If you need to take a day, take a day. If you need to extend your weekend, extend your weekend. There is this feeling of rest, but more of that soul tired, right? And so we are going to want to be compassionate and loving with ourselves. We want to give ourselves this quiet time, especially if we are contemplating on some hefty decisions. The decisions that are coming to the forefront are not decisions that have a timeline or that the timeline is coming in quickly. It is something that they don't want you to rush. Okay. It does have a commitment feeling to it. And so this could be buying a car. This could be buying a house. This could be setting renovations. This is what could be selling something important. However you connect to that, sleep on it is what they want to say. Okay. And just kind of give yourself that time to refill your cup is the feeling that comes in. There it is. Look, I just got ahead of the card. Unwilling or unable to make a decision. The decision is because we need to wait until divine time. And so there is this feeling of we need to rest and then we'll make the decision. And it's not that I feel like if you make the decision before you rest, you're making the wrong decision. But if you rest, when you make this decision, you're going to feel better about it and more confident and have a better experience. They also make me feel as well that we will negotiate or communicate more clearly and efficiently. So you can sleep on this. You have time to do that. It's going to help ground your energy. It's also going to help you feel more safe and secure as you move forward. Okay. And so that's going to be, and there's the Empress card. I love it. Finishing off strong. It says time to take action, give birth to your dreams, creative projects that will be very successful, abundance and prosperity. There's also money coming in this week, guys. And to me, it would be like, oh, maybe you're getting an annual bonus. Maybe you're getting your income tax back. Maybe you overpaid a bill and you're getting a refund. There's this feeling of like a check coming in. It's not thousands and thousands, but we're happy, right? We do never want to turn our nose up to abundance. Abundance attracts more abundance. So when we appreciate the $2, it manifests into $10, manifests into $100, etc. Right? And so we want to appreciate and to have gratitude for any way abundance comes in, because abundance flows freely to us. Remember that. All right. It looks like a really good week. The only kind of red flag that I have coming in with this week is that you could bite off more than you can chew. Okay, there is this possibility that because we're excited. Look, there's the King card coming in where financial security. So there's the abundance we saw coming in, but it's exciting and we're getting revved up. And the days are getting longer and we're getting closer to the clock change and we're getting closer to spring and I feel it and we're all ready for it, right? They still want us to kind of slow roll, wanting to make sure that we are being conservative with our energy, that we are being conservative, that we are of what we're taking on. Okay. And I think that it is important because we don't want, this year is very much all about hitting our goals and making the changes, but in a conservative, responsible, efficient way where we are not burning out every time we turn around, right? And that's exactly the feeling that comes in this week. It will be very easy. It will be very easy for you to take off more and be utterly exhausted by the weekend, right? And so we're wanting to make sure that we're still hitting the goals. It's not a matter of the fact that you're going to fall behind or not hit the goals, right? That you're giving yourself that time to refill your cup, which is so important moving forward, even with this excitement and this buzz energy that's coming in this week that I think everyone's going to appreciate and be happy that it's here. All right, guys. I'm going to leave that with you. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Don't forget to come back next Sunday for your weekly guidance.